Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace headlights in an 07.5 to 13 GMC Sierra 1500. I'm going to replace the OEM factory headlights with these ones here. What you're going to need is a 3/8 ratchet, a 3/8 extension, a 3/8 to quarter adapter, a 10mm socket, a 7mm socket, a 7/32 millimeter socket, a flathead screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. First, what we're going to do after we remove the hood is we're going to take out these clips. There's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And what you're going to do to remove these is stick your screwdriver in this little spot, lift up on the tab, then lift the rest of the tab out. Just like that. You're going to want to save them off to the side because you're going to reuse them for installation. I'm going to get all those removed and then I'll show you what to do next. Once you removed all tabs, you'll be able to go ahead and just lift this piece up. Set it off to the side. Next, what you're going to do is take your 10mm socket and you're going to remove this 1 bolt, this 2 bolt, this 3 bolt, and this 4th bolt here. Once you remove the 4 bolts, you're then going to want to set them to the side. You can see you got the grill a little bit loose here. And in order to loosen it up all the way, there's a clip behind the G and then there's a clip behind the C. I'll see if I can show them to you. Right down in here. This clip right here over here, you're going to want to squeeze it down on the bottom or the top. Squeeze it together with your pliers and then pull on your grill and it should pop loose. And then on the other side, can't see very well, but there's another one right behind the G that you're going to squeeze with your pliers. What I did was squeeze those 2 tabs and pull back on the grill a little bit, and then they pop loose. I got this side loose, popped, and this side as well. What you're going to do next is take your 10mm socket, take that bolt out there, and then this bolt out here. I'll take those off and get back with you. Once you remove those 2 bolts, set them off to the side, you're going to want to come down here and then you'll take off the 7mm bolt up here and then the 7/32 bolt down here. Once these are off, you're going to be able to pull this bumper piece off to the side and access the bottom of your light. Both of my bolts just so happen to be 7mm. I don't know where I got the 7/32 from. So once that's done, you'll be able to just pull this back here. Let's see if I can do it. It should just pop out like so. Just pops all the way around, pops out. Once you got the front bumper piece popped out all the way around, I'm just doing one side at a time here, so I got this popped out. I didn't do the other side, just this side. There'll be a 10mm bolt back in there, which you can't see because the light's not very good. See if I can come around and show you it up through here. Yeah, there it is right there. I'm pointing at it with my finger. You'll want to take your extension and your 10mm and pull that bolt out. Once you pulled the bumper piece back a little bit, you'll be able to pop your headlight out and get it free. Once you got it free after a little bit of wiggling, you'll be able to see this plug down here on the back side where my finger is. You'll push in the little tab. It's hard to do with one hand, but and then you'll be able to pull that plug free from there. Once you pulled your headlight out, you're going to want to set it side by side with your new one. There's my new one. Here's the OEM one we just pulled. what you're going to do is you're going to take this harness, this clip and harness with all the lights in there. You're going to undo this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one here, and you're going to put them in the same order in your new light. There, and there. As I'm doing this here, I just wanted to show you what you're going to do with just a little bit of effort. You'll see how they were in there like so. You're going to want to turn them, and then they'll pop free. And that's so I did for this one over here, popped free. I still have to do this one. It's hard to do with one hand, so I'll have to put the phone down and do it. And then this little guy over here is just a little turn, pop free. I'll finish that up. I'll take this harness with the bulbs. I'll take all these stickers off, and I'll get them all mounted in there, and then we'll go from there. One thing I noticed when taking all these out, I turned them all counterclockwise, or to the left. Every single one of them, they popped out, turning to the left. Then there's a little metal clip here on the back of this guy here. He was clipped right down in there. I popped him out, and he'll go right here. Also, there's these little clips here where the wires stick into. You'll want to unclip those, and those are pretty easy just by tugging up on the wires a little bit. Oops. Alright, here's the old one, here's the new one. I got everything set in place. All of them are tight, good. There's a little spot where I clipped the harness, clip in, everything's clipped, ready to go. Alright, I got everything back over here, ready for reinstallment. The first thing I'm going to want to do is take my wiring harness plug, plug it back in. It should clip right in. You should hear a little clip. Sometimes you won't, but that one's pretty solid. You can grab it with two hands, one hand on this side of the clip, one hand on this, pull back, make sure it's in there snug. Mine's in good. Next thing you're going to want to do is line the two clips on the new headlight, or the two little dowels here, into the two little dowel holes on your vehicle. One's up here, and you can't see. Here's another one down here. Line these back up, get everything squared up. That way you can clip your bumper. If you can see down here, there's little spots in the bottom of the headlight where, let me pull this back, where the clips on your bumper, you can see the two clips there. There's another one there. The two over here are clipped back into your headlight. The one here are clipped back into your bottom of your fender there, and then so on and so forth. I'll get that going, and I'll get back with you. What I noticed when squaring this thing back in is you want to come with this side of the headlight and get in around your grill here, like put that side in, and then that side to slide right in. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my 10mm bolt back here, put my other one back in here, and then I'm going to put my other one back in there before I clip this bumper piece back on, because if I clip the bumper piece back on, I wouldn't be able to get to that bolt that's down there. I'm just going to put them in. I'm not going to snug the top two yet. I'm going to snug the bottom one. That way we can go back in and clip the top of our bumper back in all the way around. What I did here, when I was tightening that bolt, I put my hand here on the light and I pushed it back. That way our line here, we're good. We got it good in there. I'll do the same for kind of pushing this a little bit back, and I'll tighten my top two here. Once you got the light all bolted in, we got our 10mm up there that we did our 10mm around the side. We'll be able to then push this bumper piece, pop it back into place all the way around. There she is. She just pops right back in. And then of course we'll go back over here and we'll reinstall our two 7mm bolts. With our 7mm bolts installed, the bumper pushed back, we got this headlight in and ready to go. What we're going to do is repeat the process, but opposite obviously, for the other side. There's my OEM light. There's the aftermarket light I got. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll get back with you and just putting back everything how we took it off all the way through. One thing I've noticed while doing this is this bumper piece. You pull on it a little bit and it seems like it doesn't want to come, but don't be afraid. Just give it a little snug and it'll pop right out. I mean, it's meant to just pop right out of these little tabs. You're not going to break anything just by pulling on it. She'll pop right loose. Same with pulling your headlight out. When you're pulling your headlight out, she's going to want to catch on the top of the bumper here just by making it a little easier. You pull out on the bumper piece a little bit, and then with your other hand popping that light around it, a little bit of finagling, and she'll pop right loose. Alright, so I got the other side installed just like I did the first side we did. I just repeated the process over here. It looks good. So what I'm going to do next is behind the G and behind the C on the GMC, I'm going to pop in those two tabs that we got. They're kind of just popped out here. I don't know if you can see that. Get out of the sun. Sun's in my eyes. I don't know if you can see that. Right here, by just pushing them in. There's one. There's two. Both of them are clipped in. Next thing I'm going to do is take the 4 10mm bolts I got out of the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put those back in, snug them up tight, get right back. Alright, as you can see, I got my 4 bolts in. She ain't going nowhere. Pretty solid. I'm going to grab that top plastic piece, that shroud deal that goes over here. I'm going to set it up there. I'm going to show you how to reinstall them clips. Alright, I got the piece sitting up there. What I'm going to do, start right here at 1. She'll just pop right down in there like so, and you'll just push this bad boy right there. That's one in. I'll show you on another. Come to this side, push the first piece down in, and then the top pops right in. I'll finish all 8. There she is, all installed, all ready to go. Another thing you're going to want to do is right down here, you see that little Allen wrench with a Phillips head screwdriver type hole down in there. What you're going to want to do is park about 20 feet away from a wall, and you can adjust your headlights up and down by the turn of that screw. That's on both sides. Alright, me blocking the sun, you can see it better here. Little Allen wrench top, and then you got your Phillips head type deal down in there. You turn it one way, it goes up. Turn it the other way, it goes down. So the rule of thumb for that is you want to be sitting on flat ground, up against a wall, about 20 feet back, and then you're going to want to adjust it 2 to 3 feet off the ground. So like you'll see the lights on the wall, you'll see the bottom of your lights, and you can adjust this screw here up or down, get it about 2 to 3 feet off the ground. You don't want to be staring up into the moon with your lights, and you don't want to be down on the ground or you ain't going to be able to see anything. I really like how these headlights turned out. I've installed a lot of aftermarket headlights on vehicles before, and these, everything just fit just so perfect. I'm really impressed with the guys out there at Legacy Auto Accessories. I picked these up for I think around 150 bucks, which I thought was a pretty good deal. I'm going to go ahead and order me some tail lights off there. Maybe a new grille, maybe a third brake light. Yeah, them guys out there, legacyautoaccessories.com, they did a great job with these headlights. So if this video helped you out any, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe or something like that. Maybe I can start putting more videos up on how-tos. I'll do a how-to, do my tail lights, my third brake light, and just every modification I do on any vehicle, I'll throw it up on YouTube. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Thanks, guys. Hope this helped.